So Nintendo revealed the Switch 2 during a Nintendo Direct, but there is one specific detail about Mario Kart World that I want to talk about that is very alarming. So this is an article from The Verge, and they're saying we knew a Mario Kart game was coming to the Switch 2, and now Nintendo has finally shared some real details in its latest Nintendo Direct. It's called Mario Kart World, and it will be a Day 1 Switch 2 exclusive when the console launches on June 5th. It comes with a collar-tugging $79.99 price tag. And that right there is the topic of this video. I know that generally it's common for every couple of game generations for video games to increase in price, because I remember during the GameCube era, games cost $50 and they remained $50 on the Wii, and then they started to go up to $60 on the Switch, and then there were even some games like the latest Zelda game that was $70 when it got released on the Switch. But this just feels dangerous. This just feels way too greedy on Nintendo's part, because they set the price at $80 because, number one, they know they can get away with it, but it just really angers and upsets me that people are going to go out there and spend $80, because you know what this is saying? Because all the other video game companies are going to be out there and they're going to be saying, you know what, if Nintendo's going to get away with charging $80 for Mario Kart, then all of a sudden Sony and Microsoft are going to listen to that, and then they're going to start charging $80 for it. And video games are already way too damn expensive, and this is why I was always championing Xbox Game Pass, because all of a sudden you're now able to finally play so many games that you never would have been able to play if every single one was $70 per piece. Now, Nintendo is the ones that all of a sudden want to set this dangerous precedent of selling games at $80 per copy, when traditionally Nintendo was always the company that would go lower. Because I remember it took a while for Nintendo games to get to $60, whereas the PS3 and the 360 were at $60. Now it's at the Wii games were still $50 for brand new Wii games, and I don't like where this is headed, because now it's just, you know what this is making me think? This is almost making those rumors that everyone had that GTA 6 is going to cost $100 at launch for the standard copy. It's making that seem a bit more realistic, and I hate that, because like something needs to change in the video game industry, because it feels like we are in a state of a soft crash where the only games that become successful now are just extremely expensive AAA games where they set all the records, and then there's everything else. Or there's indie games, but everything in between just gets tossed aside. And I really, really hate that, because I don't want to see video games costing $80 fucking dollars in this economy. It's just, it just feels like Nintendo is just devilishly smirking and giving everyone the middle finger, because $80 for Mario Kart is not okay. I would have thought that this game would cost $70, but $80? Now, like, I know I'm not alone in thinking this is not okay, because I already don't like where the video game industry is headed, but just seeing the $80 price tag just disgusts me. Like, this is just not right. But is Nintendo gonna care? No, they're just gonna leave it alone, because they know that everyone is going to rush out and purchase this. And I know that they have a bundle where you can pay $4.99 for the Switch 2 bundle, but just seeing that's setting a dangerous precedent for the rest of the industry to follow. And if you actually care about this and you're not okay with an $80 price tag, then you have to vote with your wallet and not buy Mario Kart World at $80. That's the only way to send the message.